right, bet. All right. I guess we should say welcome first. Welcome everybody listening. Anyone that's tuning in for us. This is episode one or try. Let's call it a
It's the
pilot.
pilot.
Episode.
It's the pilot. It's the pilot episode.
Pilot episode of your shit talking daddy's podcast. I go by the name Kenny Black. My co-host will introduce themselves.
I go by the name of my name is Malewo, but also known as DJ Nightmare because I'll be out here in these streets playing the music, busting it down. You know what it is.
I'm Codeine.
All right.
I have two last names because I was a simp and I took my wife's last name too. So
I hope she's not in the room.
No, she's not in the room. She was not in the room where it happens.
Oh, good.
See, now I have to watch Hamilton after this because I'm gonna have that song in my head for the rest of the podcast.
Listen, no sleep. Hamilton.
It be hit. I want to see that on Broadway.
I just watched the.
It's not the same because they don't got the same people in it no more.
That's true. That's true.
Oh, really?
Nah, I say that. I say that because one of my homeboys I went to college with, he's actually plays at George Washington on the Broadway.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
That's dope. All right. Oh, I forgot to say, I am by day middle school teacher, special ed, math, and all of that. But I also do stand-up comedy on the side.
Okay.
I collect rent. If you owe money, I'm sending you emails and I'm calling your house. And then after that, I sideline as a comic. I make people laugh.
I thought he was making a joke.
He really be collecting rent. Like, yo, where that money at?
That's what I really do. I call your house until you pay your bills. And if you don't pay your bills, I charge you for it.
Oh, damn. So don't nobody answer your phone calls.
Click. Well, you already know what I do. But I also DJ. On the side, make that money.
Tommy
and Cole.
Hey, Tommy, I've known this man for at least 5 years now. I still don't know what he do by day. I just know he DJs. Other than that,
that's his day job. His day job is his night job.
Remember that time you dropped me at my office downtown?
No, I don't. No, I don't remember that at all.
Who you lying to, Tommy?
He said that building ain't had no windows, no sign, no nothing.
That shit ain't had no doors.
The next thing I know, you was just outside.
That's a fact. All right, so this podcast, the important part that connects the three of us is that we're all dads. We're all young dads, right? I think all of us are in our 30s at this point.
Yeah.
Yep.
31.
No higher than 35.
You're not supposed to ask a dad their age.
You not. But I just want to let people know because I feel like at this point it's important to mention that I guess we are millennials, but like the later end of millennials. So I want to
we Gen X Y. We not Gen
Y.
We're not Z's or nothing.
Yeah, not Gen Z. There's a distinct difference. But we're in that like weird range where it's like we're right between there's like older millennials and the Gen Zs that like there's a slight difference, right? Like we're that age of like I know how to use computers and TikTok, right? But I also remember cassette tapes. Like
we're the greatest generation between 85 and 95.
That's a fact.
We was born then when we got the best of both worlds and then the worst of the boomers.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The boomers fucked us over.
Yeah, that's why we all broke now.
That's a fact. That's why we all broke, but we also all understand how to not get me too. Like,
yeah.
You have a real good balance.
I mean, that's not a fact because if I remember right, in middle school, we all played booty tag, and we could all be me too.
Right, but we were kids. Like, right, and we were doing
the way this culture is now.
We're not getting me too for today. We getting me too for today.
Right, but the problem is,
remember little Sasha back in 5th grade? She's gonna be like, I remember he touched my butt back in 1995.
You try to do anything and get famous. She's gonna be like, you touched my ass.
I don't remember that. But the thing is, again, we were like kids and just playing a tag game. Like, all right, now we know, okay, that was wrong. the people that's getting Me Too were doing that as adults. And it was like, no, see, you should have known at some point this was too much. Like it was
true.
This is a lot going on.
I mean, but if you walk in my room and I'm jerking off and you don't leave, that's
your room and your space. You walk in, that's your business.
Yeah, it's my office. I invite you down to my office at 12:15. I happen to be catching a Yank session at 12:14. You gonna leave or stay?
You catching your Louis C.K. I see.
Yeah, we see who's gonna be Me Too for this podcast. Also, I feel like if you can't wait till you go home, like you gotta beat off at work, my guy. Like it's that bad.
I did that once. I did it once.
I can't.
I was like, you know what? Let me see what it's like.
My day job, I work with kids. I can't even go there.
And then I finished working at Domino's, you know. Finish making that pizza.
Place. You work with kids. I work around adults.
Kenny, you can't do that at all, nowhere.
And it's rough because I work with kids and mad women, so it's like,
I mean,
and I work with special ed.
What is the perfect time for me to yank it out?
It's rough because of course the kids, I don't go there, but then again, a lot of women, a lot of them like getting BBLs and all of the surgery and thing, and I just be like, sis, why are you doing that to come here?
Teachers with the Brazilian butt lift.
Teachers, paras, like they all. I'm telling you, they be because remember, like you think about teachers like a student, like all the teachers do is school, but these are still people. They be on Instagram.
Imagine Miss White from 7th grade got a BBL.
Right. Wait. So let me ask you this one question, Kenny. Are y'all hiring?
I don't want this, right?
It ain't too late to be a stepdaddy.
You a DJ. That's real easy to find teachers because teachers be at the bars. That's
sleep. A fact. That's a big fact.
Maybe a comedy club. I'm in there and I'm telling jokes and they like
finish our lesson.
Mm-hmm. As soon as that bell ring on a Friday, they be out.
It don't gotta be Friday. Definitely Fridays. Like that after work happy hour.
Nigga said find a bunch of teachers. But any day of the week. The teacher have a bad Tuesday. She out at the bar.
Oh, you.
Yo, have you ever seen a teacher have a hangover still try to teach?
Yes. You could tell the ones that come in with the sunglasses the next day, they all hide it because they always drinking coffee. But the one that's like, oh, you got an extra strong coffee this morning.
Yeah.
Your coffee is just black. That's all right.
Yeah.
Irish coffee.
That kind of made me think back, like when I was in school, like were my teachers like hungover when they was trying to teach?
Think about them days when it was like, we're gonna watch a movie today, and that movie got nothing to do with what we just learning.
I ain't never had none of them days. All my teachers was like angel like. None of them
on the age range
like that. You went to a seminary school.
Nah, I was in the smart classes, so we had to have the good teachers because we had the smart classes.
That is, what I realized. I think they just know how to balance it. Like sometimes, like those teachers be the ones that they done planned that already. They know what they was gonna do. So if they got drunk last night, it don't really change nothing. They know how to.
Yeah,
nigga, they got
plenty of times.
They got home remedies.
Exactly. I've definitely pulled up to the job like, yeah, last night was a rough night, and they.
Oh, I'm gonna take a few Flintstone vitamins and I'll be good.
I don't try to. I try to.
Vitamins be hitting them demons.
Let me find out y'all be taking y'all kids vitamins.
Shit. I'm like, you took your vitamins today? Yeah. I checked the pack. I'm like, this shit ain't open. Lying.
Let me take it for you.
Always lying about something.
That's a fact.
Kids don't lie, but they don't tell the truth.
Well, my son ain't
weird middle where they're not lying to you, but they're not telling you the truth either.
They just stop. My daughter just stops talking. Like she just you ask her a question, did you do that? And then when they just run away and they just take off. Like so you gonna try to run away from the truth.
How do you want me to answer this question? You know I did it. I know I did it, but I'm not going.
My son, he don't talk all the way yet. So that's a good thing. I got time.
Yeah, you got a real life like Rona baby. Like your son was born during.
He was born the day they shut everything down. That's the crazy part. Yeah, born the same day they shut everything down.
Okay, so wait, let's go around. We didn't do this. So how many kids each you got? I have one daughter. She's turning 4 actually in a month.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I have just one son as far as I know. Probably got more like DR somewhere. But yeah, just one son so far.
Don't be a
I mean,
statistic.
I feel the same way. I only got 3 that I know about.
You got
But
3?
I got 3. I got 2 boys. I was about to say 2 boys. I got 2 girls and a boy. 11 and 4 months, 5 months.
11, 7, 4 months. Okay.
Oh wow. Okay.
Nice. Okay, so you have a kid that's like well before Rona, and you got a Rona baby, and you got one that's like somewhere in between. So
Yeah.
you have a good range.
Yeah, I got the full spectrum. I got a preteen, a kid, and a infant.
Wow.
Yeah, you busy.
You don't sleep.
Right? What is sleep?
Oh, the infant sleeps all day.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
Sounds good.
That took my daughter a minute for that. So okay,
Yeah.
so what would you say for you? What would you say it was different between kids? Like how does your, I guess, parenting approach change, or did it?
Um, my my son is technically my oldest because my oldest is my wife's daughter, so it's my stepdaughter, but she's still my daughter,
Okay.
but she's my stepdaughter. So my son is my oldest, and with him, it's like he's my son. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. You get hurt, nigga. You climbing on the TV, I tell you stop climbing on the TV, and you fall and you hurt something. You hurt.
Yep. That's it.
It's like, nah, ain't nothing happening. You ain't getting no trouble, no mischief. I don't want you getting hurt. I be so like scared that every little cough and shit. I'm like, no, baby, no, no, baby.
I can't. Okay. How did you feel like the quarantine has I don't know, helped or hurt? How did that affect?
I feel like it made my kids worse with their
Oh
with
wow.
their YouTube and shit. Not worse kid,
Mhm.
but you trapped in the house all day. You got to do Zoom on your phone on your laptop for school. Then you get out of school, you on your phone, or you want to play the games and shit. So it became, instead of just an after school activity that they did all the time, it became an all time activity. And it's just like, okay, now you guys are never going to give it up because you don't have a reason to. It's addictive. And I hate it. Got to get my kids into like the woods or something, teach them how to play hands.
I feel that. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let, because we have the range, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna let me go. I think so my daughter was born 2018. So like right before, I had a couple years, but when she started hitting toddler is when the shutdown stuff kind of happened. So we lucked up on her iPad. So she had that, but we gave her a lot of like the learning games, the Nick Juniors, the noggins, and all of that stuff. So it did help. And then when the quarantine happened, fortunately, she was in daycare. And the daycare stayed open the whole time, but only for the young toddlers. So my daughter fortunately was able to go there every day. So I was able to work. My fiance was able to work, and she got like helpful, careful attention because it was less of them, and it's like a house, like a Jamaican family that she like runs the daycare in her house. So they about discipline and education, and they have a collaboration with the Department of Ed that they actually run like a school, like a 3K program. So she learned a lot. And then I felt like I was able to, get to know her and be close to her because of we couldn't go nowhere. So it's like, all right, let's do that. But when you talk about the YouTube, I discovered the YouTube Kids. So I'm like, oh, okay, it's YouTube Kids. So it's a limit of what's there. I can let her have it. But we had to limit that because she started having like junky like reactions to it being taken away. Like, I'm like, your behavior is different. You starting to act up. You know what I mean? And on the YouTube Kids, it's real people. They're like playing characters. The characters they watch, like Paw Patrol and the Disney princesses and stuff. But they're like making up stories, or it's like dolls and stuff. And I'm like, yo, some of this is weird because it's like different languages in different countries, and then some of it is just like this is kind of inappropriate. Like, why are these girls so mean to each other? I don't want you to learn this behavior. So we had to just take it off the iPad completely because it was like, nah, you getting crazy. You were not like this beforehand. So
one more thing about the quarantine was they were away from their friends, so they missed almost 2 years of social learning that their parents can't always give them, or the surroundings that they're in can't always give them, because they need to be around their friends and learn how to read a room and stuff like that they're not always going to be able to get completely at.
Right, yeah. I was lucky in that her friends were the kids she met at the daycare. But then like this starting like this school year, the ones that was there with her like months ahead of her. So they turned 4 before she did. So they went to like regular pre-K schools and left her, and there's a new wave of kids came in. So she now kind of like lost her original friend and is like kind of making new ones. And now she's the older one. So that's been a little bit of a struggle for her. So it's like looking like she may have to start school in this coming school year, like for real, and I just go to the daycare like afterward.
Well, my experience was different because since he was born during the shutdown, like, you know, he was a baby, so, you know, and luckily for me at the time, my job allowed me to work from home, so
nice.
I could spend time with him and everything. So it actually pretty much worked out for me because I got to spend time with him during the quarantine. And he didn't have that much interaction with like other kids. Well, the only other kids he had interaction with was like his cousins, my girl, her sisters and their kids. So he just had interaction with them. That was pretty much it. But now he's in daycare and all that. So
that's good. Luckily, yeah, I have 3 nieces. Well, my brother has 2 daughters. And my older sister has a daughter and a son too. So now I have nieces and nephews, but they're not all close by. So they don't always, I always see them. So yeah, that definitely balanced. And was it difficult for you to like work from home with your son being home also?
Not really. You ain't got no job. Because at that time he was a baby, so he just sat there like and just look at you. He could do whatever. But like when he started getting older, when he started moving around, it got a little difficult because then he want to climb up on everything. Think he Tarzan.
Bro, yo, I like he missed that when you could just put him down on the pillow or in the
car. Yeah, they just sit there.
But then they start climbing out the crib.
Yeah, he climbed out the crib this morning.
So watching their minds work is wild. We have, you know, the baby monitor to the day we still use it, and just like watching her like figure out how to climb out. Like you'll see them test it. They're like, that didn't work. That didn't work. And then when you're not looking and they out, I'm like, yo.
Yeah. Like this boy, he's like, we have boxes around. So he will push, like before he can even walk, he used to push the boxes all together just so he could climb up on the couch. Like,
yo. And you like, how you learn that? Like, right? Where'd you figure that out at?
That's a fact. I be wanting to leave my child in the wild. Like I wonder how long you could survive out here. Let me give you a knife and some.
Not a knife.
Come home with some bearskin boots or something.
That's funny. That's funny. It's funny you talked about raising your daughter and your sons differently. Since I just have a daughter, I'm like, nah, I want you to be tough. I'm not. We play fighting. You want to climb and fall. I mean, I'm saying be careful, but if you fall after I told you not to, okay, I'm more coddling, but I'm like, see, this is why we don't climb. And of course, kids, they go right back and do it again.
Yep, they don't care.
At this point, I just got to teach you how to climb, so that I know you're not gonna fall the wrong way.
Especially when they fall, I just look away. I don't even look at them because that's when they want to look at you and then cry. Act like nothing happened, and they just get up. I'm like, all right.
Hit them. Look at you. Right? Is it okay to cry now? Can I cry now?
No. Thank you.
Unless I want you to only cry when you're really hurt. Like, you know, those hits where it's like, okay, I know that one hurt. So come, let me coddle you. But if you just crying because you want attention, like, no, I told you not to do that. You got to learn the hard way because life is going to hit you.
Yeah.
So how did you feel? Okay, so my daughter is born on Valentine's Day.
Mhm.
So that gives you right there things that are are affected. So we've done where we'll celebrate her birthday around Valentine's Day, and then we'll celebrate Valentine's Day like the weekend after. Because everyone is celebrating Valentine's Day, it's hard for us to sit there and someone to watch her. But like like people are done celebrating the week after, so we'll be able to find someone to babysit. But how do y'all feel like having a kid has affected the relationship or your intimacy
Oh,
between your partner?
it affected big time. I would say because well, for me
Hot
mainly,
clock.
I would say for me mainly because of the quarantine. Because we had the new baby plus the quarantine. My girl was going crazy being in the house all the time. It's like we couldn't go out, do nothing. So, and especially we didn't want to take the baby out with the pandemic, and then just him being newborn in general, not really having that much vaccines. So it was tough. Like he just do like little petty stuff and just be mad. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, what you mad at me for? Be mad at the government. I didn't shut this shit down. Like, be mad at Trump.
That's a fact. You just mad at the air, just straight punching.
Yeah, right.
Just because you're like, I don't know what to do. That's funny. Come on, what about you? You got three of them, so you got three cock blockers.
I feel like after having the baby, it slowed our intimacy down some, but that's not to our own doing. It's we have jobs, we have a baby, we be tired. It don't be the way it was before the baby, but as the baby gets older, I feel like it's gonna get back to somewhat of what it used to be. I mean,
wait, quick question. Like, because you say you have like kids that are like grown, like teenagers, or whatever.
11 is my oldest.
Like, what's how can you be intimate when with a teenager? Like, if they, you know what I mean? Like, they can hear y'all and all that, or like, can you be like,
by that age, you need to know what these noises is, and you need to know to mind your business. Shit.
He said, if you see a knock, you see a sock on mommy daddy door, you know what it is. Stay over there.
Shit.
That's interesting.
You don't see this in the living room and the door, and our door is locked. Then mind your business.
I guess maybe because my parents probably either they did it so discreetly that I didn't, because I never even heard them or anything, or maybe they just wasn't having sex at all. I don't know.
So my mother's name is Teresa, so she is Mother Teresa, and Mother Teresa was a virgin from the Bible. So my mom is a virgin to me. My mother never had sex.
I'm immaculate conception.
I don't know how I was born, but my mother never ever had.
Same way Jesus was born, exactly. The Holy Spirit came to her.
Jesus is right here.
Listen, my father got 6 baby. My father got a wife and 5 other baby mamas. Listen, I know what it is. I know Papa was a Rolling Stone, so I know things happen. I'm not even gonna play that game.
What you want?
You just mind your business. But also, I feel like thinking about me and myself, like by teenage age, you're so wrapped up in your own stuff, you're not even paying attention. Like even if you up late night, I'm listening. You listen to your own music, you playing the game, whatever they do, and by the time by 11, you know not to just go in your parents' room.
Yeah,
not no black parent.
Shit, you may have walked in once or twice on some shit you didn't want to see. You get scarred that first time, you like, I'm knocking for the rest of my life. I'm gonna knock before I walk into the living room.
That's a fact. Yo, I'm so glad my son was like a baby though, like during the pandemic. I remember one time we were trying to be intimate and everything. And like, we were doing it, getting busy. And this at the time when his crib was in our room. Yo, I'm doing my thing. I look to my left, my son's just standing up in the crib looking straight at me. I'm like,
That's I'm like, sometimes you have like,
you want a sibling, right? You want a sibling, don't you? It was mad awkward though. Like I was like, oh, I'm gonna finish though, but I'm gonna once I finish.
I'm gonna finish.
Right? That's you're not gonna not finish. That's
I like, just don't look at me, son. Don't look at me.
That's the most awkward. Like, oh man, you be Not to stop. You ever get started and you just about to get something and then they just, oh, now you want to wake up. Because my daughter be waking up early. And you know, you try to get you a little morning joint before the day start, and it's just
that's when they could feel when you having a good time. They be like, oh, it's happening. Let me stir up some trouble.
And my daughter used to be real good when she was younger. Like we used to get in it, and then she would wake up or then make noise. So I was like, all right, we timed it somehow just right. But now it's like, no, we just, it'd be the worst. Or the worst is when you finally get them down early. And then you're like, okay, yeah, we gonna do, and then you just pass out because you're so tired. You just can't.
You plan it and you're like, yeah, baby. When we get home, we're gonna put the baby to sleep, and then we're gonna fuck all night. And then y'all wind up sleep at 9:30.
Yep. That'd be the worst.
Like, you get to it, right? You in the room, clothes off.
Baby oil sitting right next to your table. Right next to the bed.
Right in the bed. You be like, nah, this is comfortable as shit. I'm going to sleep.
Yep. Knocked out. So you want to try in the morning? Maybe before the kids get up or something.
I'd be like, baby, you could get on top.
Right, yo. When you be mad lazy, you be like, yo, you
can get on top, baby. Yeah, you can do the work.
They don't never want to get up. Like, I don't care how. Like, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you dealing with a big girl, they don't never want to. It's like, sis, come on, I know what it is. Strong enough, we here.
Nah, I you know, my girl's here, big girl, but she like getting on top, so I'll be chilling.
I don't know. I don't have y'all problems.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, go ahead, do your thing.
I don't have that problem.
The joint though.
God bless you, sir.
Appreciate it. The
slept on position is the side joint. When you just y'all both laying on your side.
Lazy as hell. You like, fuck it. I work this one leg so I can get the motion going.
Yeah, that's what I call it, the cozy doggy style, nigga.
I'm stealing that.
That's the one when you start hitting it right, you get perpetual motion. You don't even need to do that. It's just the motion now. You like, fuck it.
Exactly. Because that's the one you can hide if they walk in.
Yep.
That's
the one you can front on. Then you're done, you just go sleep.
You
ain't gotta.
Shit, you don't even need to pull out. You just wait till you shrivel up. You shrivel up and then you roll over and be like, yeah, we done, baby.
Get towel right under the pillow, you good.
Give me one of the baby wipes so I can clean up a little.
Yo, them baby wipes be so clutch, yo. You don't understand. Why didn't I think of this before? Like before I had a kid, like them baby wipes be clutch.
That's a fact.
Yo, after you turn your girl booty into a toaster strudel with all the the little icing that you put on the toaster strudel.
Too wet. I'm like, man, this is just moving it around. It ain't picking it up.
And do you put them in a wipey warmer?
Not the wipey warmer.
That's the fire.
You be having round two with the wet wipes and shit.
Yeah, yo,
this wet wipe feel warm and it's wet. It's warm and wet, and I could adjust the grip.
Not adjust the grip.
Wipey warmers and hospital socks. Some hospital socks be hitting.
This hospital socks.
Give you them firm grip. I got them on right now. Look at these hospital socks. Get the firm grip on the floor.
On your feet.
Right? Yeah, I'm like, what you doing with the socks otherwise?
With hospital socks.
Look, you don't slide around as much, don't you? Get a firm grip on the floor.
Okay.
Nigga said when you're standing up, hitting it from the back, he's got the grip.
Yep.
Slides on, so I'm on my future shit.
No.
Yeah,
telling you, man.
Oh,
hey.
That's all we do now. You on the phone? It's just hey, what I say.
Hello. Yo, that's and I used to make fun of my friends who had kids, and I'd be trying to have conversations on the phone. They'd be yelling every 2 seconds, like, "Hey, put that down!" Now look at me. Like, hey, don't put that thing with the thing over there. Stop it.
Because when the Zoom go mute, you just know you.
Yeah, right. That's me.
Why this motherfucker on mute? But then
all you see is. I'm sorry, fellas. I had to.
Oh man,
yo.
This is funny. All right, I think we jumped around a bit, but I think that was a good, solid episode, pilot, whatever.
A good test run.
Yeah, I think that was.
And I promise next time I'm gonna do the homework. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Definitely, because I think, like we said, we want to talk about dad stuff, but also stuff that's not just dad stuff. So anything that like comes to mind that you have an opinion on, let's just just jot it down and throw it in the group, and we'll just talk about it.
Maybe we
Like,
could have like one dad topic, one
yeah,
current event topic, and then one miscellaneous topic, or we could have like a short like brainstorm go around real quick of ideas or something. But we can work it out.
I like that idea. One dad topic, one current event, and one miscellaneous. That actually sounds good.
Yeah, whatever comes to mind. The tangents happen anyway, so
yeah.
And then we could work out. We gotta work out like an intro and transitioning from topic to topic.
Yeah, probably create an outline, something just like a loose thing.
Yes, birthday.
But all right.
And then after we do the audio for this, maybe we could try to do one where we're in person, because I got a couple microphones and we could mics or something.
I do too. I have microphones. I have a mixing board. I just gotta like set up, and I have the basement, so y'all can come. I can come here.
Yeah.
All
right.
We can rig it out. But all right, once again, I'm Kenny Black.
DJ Nightmare.
Say your name again, Cole. I know we heard it.
I'm Codeine.
Codeine.
It sounds like you saying codeine. I'm like, what the drugs now? Drugs, nigga. Codeine.
See, that's that Gen Z shit.
Codeine. I don't know who got it. I don't do that.
That would be a dope like artwork though if you ever wanted to like make t-shirts just like it's codeine, but like it's on a cup of codeine or something. I don't know. Maybe that's going.
Yeah, and then the FBI be knocking on his door.
Gotta get colorful dreads if you're gonna do that.